support your channel, blah, blah, blah. These users have the same capability. Why would I learn more when we're going live? All right, cool. So, I know it's been a long time since I've gone live, but someone wrote a comment either this morning or last night or something where I saw it, and they asked me how much my bass course is. I don't have a fucking bass course. So, the whole point of this channel is that everything is for free. But I do know it's kind of splattershot where I'm just putting minute or 2 minute long videos out there. So what I would like to do is actually kind of get organized. Again, that's what I would like to do, not maybe what I'm capable of doing. But I would like to start putting out an actual bass course with course material to it. The first thing that jumps to mind would be the major scale. And then the other thing is if I put these videos up that aren't live, then they kind of lose the whole thing because I'm just talking to my phone and no one's on the other end of it, and it just gets weird. I just tried it and it was a disaster, or I think it's a disaster because no one else saw it but me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these live videos and then I'm going to also put them up as a regular video. That's the idea, at least. I don't know how I could do it with the horizontal and vertical stuff, but I'll see if it actually can happen. But yeah, there's one way to figure it out. Anyway, well, I'll get right into it here, and as more people come, we'll just chime in. The idea is that the major scale, literally everything comes from it. People shit on scales all the time, especially the major scale, because it's super happy. But without a major scale, you don't have a minor scale. And I mean that because it's starting, the minor scale is just starting the major scale on the 6th note of the major scale. So you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If you start on A, that's a minor scale. All the way through. And the way to figure that out, so you're not just playing technically. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you should just play with feel or play by your ear when you're writing and stuff like that, which is amazing, absolutely. And it's not either or. Like, two things can be true at the same time type of stuff. The way I look at shredding the major scale, which means then shredding the modes, which are all part of it, and going through arpeggios and working with fretwork, is that once you're able to do all the technical shit, it becomes second nature. So then you are free to do with whatever is in your ear or your brain that you're imagining. That's how it works for me, at least. I don't have to think about a blues scale to play like... where I'm gonna go, the fingers already do it. Like that shit, it just comes naturally because I've done the reps. So once you can get your hands moving with your brain, soloing or writing bass lines comes effortless. It's hard to speak and play at the same time too. Oh, here's some comments. I play by hearing all the time. I never really figured out the music theory though. Music theory is just the relationship between the notes. It's the only thing to figure out. So again, with the major scale, it's how the notes relate to each other. And what I also do is I'll write something or come up with anything, right? I guess, which is just writing. And then I will analyze it afterwards. Like what I just played. So that's D, playing a blues scale. And then I came down here. So from D to G, the octave of G coming up here, it's a 4th. But when it's below it, it's a 5th. That's how an inversion works. Inversions always add up to 9. So I'm going from there. And if I wanted to turn around, so I came, that's a 5th below. Down to the 4th and just walked it down. Oil up is crazy. I don't know what that is. MP3 lovely to go. I don't even know what people are saying. Huge fan of your channel. Thank you. I've been watching for a long time. Fuck yeah, Jesse. I was wondering if you could oil up for me. Oh yeah, I could definitely oil up for you. Absolutely. I'll wring it out of my beard by the time I'm done with this. You know, get all hot and bothered. Yeah, solid. But that's some agility right there. Not gonna lie. That's just from doing this. The agility, by the way. And I know this is where my ADD comes in. That's why I like live videos, because I'd rather chat with people than just think of, like, just come up with whatever. But these two down, and then switch to these two and extend it. If you can't do it, use your thumb at first. And that goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of this. Once you have the muscle memory and the technical part and the agility is there, then you don't have to think about where your fingers are going to go or how hard to press down or anything. It's just second nature, especially with the modes. Let's try that again. That whole thing is one fluid motion. Granted, I didn't have a metronome and I wasn't really keeping time, and I'm making excuses for myself. But once your fingers are, you have the agility to do that, I'm just thinking about kind of like what frets are just highlighting in my brain that I'm going to hit. I'm not thinking about my hand being able to do it, because I know it's able to do it. It's not cockiness, just confidence of knowing where your hand is going to be. If I can do that, I know, and then I could also, I'm using my middle finger now, but if I wanted to use my ring finger, that's a mixed Lydian. If I want to do Lydian, it's just the switch between the two. That's some agility right there. I'll practice that. Yeah, definitely practice all of that. This thing is really going to get you there. And the other one is working on your right hand. And a lot of those are hammer-on and pull-offs too. So like, just so you can see how many times I'm hitting it. Just that's how you tie it all in together. Back to how I started this, talking about a bass course. I really need to write this shit down because I'm all over the place with it, and I don't think my brain is capable of just, you know, in my head staying on topic. So I'll have to write it out. We'll see where it goes with that. But, you know, building the plane as we're flying it, basically. I'm having flat wound strapped right now on my sound gear bass. Yeah, flat wounds, they'll have a definite sound to them. I'm not a big fan of them, but it's just personal preference. It's not anything other than that. Like, if you turn the tone knob down, that's how I get my flat wounds sound, just on a P bass. And then I hit this, it gets brighter, and I play a little closer to the bridge. So I could really mess with the tone. I don't like flat wounds because they keep me stuck in that one specific tone, but that one specific tone sounds the best on flat wounds. This is an imitation of that. It's not the real deal. But yeah, I'm not playing lefty. It's just the camera when I go live puts it that way. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. I'm currently learning a minor pentatonic scale. I'm familiar with it, can play it and change modes, but I'm having trouble understanding it as a... Okay, yeah, the pentatonic scale, it's just taking the main notes of the actual scale. So you say minor pentatonic, so it's 1, I'm talking scale degrees, minor 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, minor 7, and the octave. Pent means 5, just literally means 5. You're taking 5 notes out of a 7-note scale. So you're omitting the 6th and the 2nd, because otherwise it would be, but you're just going. So you're playing a major scale without the 6th note and without the 2nd note. If that makes any sense as a concept. And then a blues pent, you throw a tritone. So it's actually, it's not a pentatonic, that's why it's called the blues scale. 1, root note, minor 3rd, perfect 4th, tritone, perfect 5th, minor 7, octave. And And that's how I started saying everything comes from the major scale, because the major scale is our ruler. When we talk about scale degrees, it's a minor third compared to what? Compared to the major scale, where that's a major third. You're coming down a half step. All the way around that way. Hopefully that makes sense. Key of a scale. Wait, hold on. What I mean by that, to play different keys, it's not just different places to start the shape. Other modes will not follow, if you know what I mean. Alright, so yeah, it gets confusing, but all a mode is if I'm playing in the key of G. A mode is if you forget the fucking key, honestly. Put it wherever. We'll just talk about shapes, because it's a lot easier to comprehend that and then build upon it. Take a major scale here, right? 5th fret, so we're playing A. All a mode is starting on any one of those notes and continuing the major scale through the next octave. So if you start here on the 5th of that, that's the Mixolydian scale. If that makes any sense, because if you're going, that's your major scale, then you're going to start on the 5th. Just continuing the octave. It's, if you look at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, then if you start on 5, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you start on the second, would be the second mode, which is Dorian. Then it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. You're just taking it differently. And then you could actually just use that as the entire scale and really keep going for it. So even if I make a mistake, I can kind of correct it real good. Yeah. Also, I really like your channel. Thank you for putting work. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. On the red, yeah, this is this old Fender. I've had this since I was like 14. It's been through hell and back, but I love it. Yeah. Yo, there's just one last tiny. What brand is that orange bass? Oh, Fbass. It's is it across the room? Where the hell is it? Oh, it's literally behind me. Yeah. It's a custom bass it's a Canadian company. They're by far my favorite, the best basses out there. Biased, not biased, whatever. They're fucking amazing. This one's a neck through too, so it comes all the way around. It's it doesn't look like it, but they actually capped the back. And if you see it here, you can see how the center is a different kind of wood. They just really arranged it. Like the thing is beautiful. It's like it's a sculpture that happens to be a bass at the same time. So yeah, I love that thing. But yeah, fbass.com. You can check them out. Blah 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 blah. It's incredible. Yeah, the whole thing is, that bass is nuts. I could play it actually. Throw it in. The only thing is, when I got that bass, I ordered it, and it takes like 18 months. I don't even know what they're at now for them to make it. And I didn't even know I was gonna make a YouTube channel, like, at all. I just wanted to have my dream bass, and I had a job that afforded me the luxury of doing it. So I didn't get it with frets. And when I asked them for it, it was too late. So now I just throw actual just vinyl fret markers on it, and I put them off center or whatever. But yeah, this thing might overload because it's active and the P bass isn't. So let's see what we could do about that. If the volume is fucked up, just let me know. And yeah, the Les Paul's not a Gibson. That's a EC1000 by LTD or ESP or whatever the fuck it is. That thing sounds great too. But yeah, this thing's unbelievable. I absolutely love this bass. And this is me with the EQs all messed up so you can hear it through a phone or whatever. But yeah, it really doesn't matter what you're playing, but this thing is kind of like, I don't know, I call it like a Ferrari of basses or whatever. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Going to, yeah, the bass core stuff. I have to write it out, because I just tried to video it before. I watched it for 8 minutes. I was all over the place. I'm doing this right now, and I'm all over the place, and it's only 15 minutes. So I think I have to actually script it out and stuff, which I could do. I just have to make time to do it. How to learn notes on my fret visually. Do I finally suck up and put stickers? No, fuck the stickers. You just have to slow it down and be okay with not sounding good. Like, your practicing shouldn't sound good. So if you don't know the notes, just pick anywhere that's weird. I recommend up here, even though I don't have the fret markers, but you can see them here, right? So if we're gonna go like C, which is right here, start playing just weird stuff. Like notes that you know. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if you're going to start playing songs, slow it down. Like. And then actually say it out loud. So that would be B, D, D, E, E. And then you come up G, G flat. Because E, F, G. That would probably screw some people up because it's in no man's land over here. And if you don't know it, just take your time. That is G note. And then once you're actually able to sing the notes out loud or in your head, depending how shy you are around people or not, that's a good way of doing it. And consistency is the only way to get that. You're not just going to do that a couple times and be able to figure it out. Because everyone knows G, D, C, G, like D, E, F. Everything here and down, everyone knows. From here to here is kind of the weird part. And then after 12, it just repeats itself. So really practicing in here, 7 to 12. Just playing that range and start chatting with yourself about what note you're actually playing. That thing has some sort of natural treble to it. It does, but I roll off the bass. I'll play it totally flat, and now everything's boosted. But I feel like it distorts when it goes through, so I have to cut the EQ down a little bit. Because in person, it sounds incredible when I play like that. And this is with both pickups going, and the EQ even, but I could switch to the bridge. There we go. That's a lot of treble, and then you go to the neck pickup. And then both of them. Whatever the hell that fucking Bach piece is. But it sounds really good. Yeah, they have 5 strings. I don't have a 5-string yet. They're stupidly expensive, though. Especially the neck through that I got, because it's the custom order stuff or whatever. It's like the price of a motorcycle, like a brand new motorcycle. So, yeah, it's up there. But you can get used ones and shit. There's no wrong Fbass, like, at all. Do you use any ear training apps or just play by ear to make that connection between hearing and playing? That Fbass has some great tone. It really does. And I don't use any pedals or anything. There's no. It's straight into a fucking Ampeg micro stack little this thing. Like that's it. There's nothing. It's just raw straight into it. Ear training. There's a website called Teoria. Teoria. I haven't used it in years, but I used it religiously to get my ear training up there. It might be teoria.com or teoria.org, but if you Google Teoria, there's a whole exercise thing that they have there. Sight reading, all of that. It's amazing because it takes out the guesswork. You just plug away at it. You get shit wrong, and then you keep doing it till you get it right. Yeah, Teoria, Teoria. And I think it's .com. It might be .org. I'm sure it's still around. That thing is too good to fail. I'm sure it's there. Currently rehearsing Time Won't Wait Jamiroquai for your annual recital. Bass lessons, solid. I can individually play all the different sections, but always get recording anxiety and play way bad. Yeah. The only way around that is if you don't have a YouTube channel, you should make one and just go live. You'll just get used to playing in front of people. Even if no one's watching it, that's what I'm doing right now. It's not the same. I don't recommend talking when doing it, though. Fucking up left and right. But, yeah, the only way to get good at it is to do it all the time. Like, I was lucky enough where I worked at a recording studio when I was young. I was like a teenager and shit. So I was always recording. Like, that red light was always on. And just playing is obviously it's a little different, but your confidence will get up once you do it more often. You know, how many? I'm sure so many people when they're practicing at home, they play incredible shit. Like I'm sure you really, really do. And the second you play it in front of a friend or someone like that or whoever, it just goes out the window. But it's a mental game. That's all that is. Like athletes do it all the time too. You know, they'll be practicing and doing great, and then they'll just whiff on whatever the hell's in front of them. 'Cause it's all fucking mental. So just keep practicing at it and practice under quote unquote pressure. Another good way is using a metronome when you practice all the time and play a little bit above your ability. This way you're forcing yourself to play through it. And then everything else is just like cake after that. Guy only likes, what is it? Guy only 2 likes in this live. Yeah. We got 8. I don't know. I don't even know. There's only 8 people watching here. So I don't know. YouTube is weird. It'll push videos like crazy and then just doesn't. I haven't been that consistent. I think I cursed way too much in the first year of doing this. I still fucking curse. But on my actual videos, I would curse and stuff, and I think they kind of bury it. But I don't know. Whatever. The point is, as long as people find it and find free bass, I'm not trying to make a fucking career out of it. Like, this channel is because I got mad watching 8-minute long videos. Because that's what people do, is 8 minutes so they can get their ads. And it's all just attention grab. And there was really no substance, because you don't need to have all this fluff if you're just trying to learn how to play. So it's not an influencer channel by any means. It's just I'm a dude that knows how to play bass, and I like putting stuff up on the internet for people to learn. So that's really it. And I do know the more people like and the more people subscribe, then this channel gets pushed out more, and more people can discover it that way. But yeah, there's also, I think there's an algorithm too where if you have flashy, actually I know there is, if you have flashy shit and quick edits and all this stuff, then it meets a certain criteria and it pushes it. But I don't know, it's conjecture, just limited knowledge and me making an assumption about it. But it doesn't change the channel. I just have to do it more because it's super rewarding. But with that, I am gonna go because I believe there's hockey on in 45 minutes, and I gotta get my shit together because I have a big day of doing nothing other than watching that and making artwork, which is what I mainly do, by the way. Thank you. We'll do the live stream on my YouTube channel. Yeah, man, do it, 100%. That's the way to go. And another thing, too, if you really want to put yourself out there, if you have Facebook, go live on Facebook in front of your friends and shit like that. It wouldn't really matter. I mean, if someone rips on you, fuck them anyway, but, like, that'll really put you on the spot. Because then you're gonna people will be watching. Like people watch it on YouTube, but you know I go live. I have 7,000 fucking subscribers, and there's 7 people watching. So it's 100 times less, more than that. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. So if you have Instagram or Facebook Live or whatever, go live on that. If you have stage fright, and you don't have to interact with people, just play. No different than if you're recording. Just people are watching, and it'll get you in that kind of realm. Thanks for being a nice, warm, helpful person. Fuck yeah, man. Truly an inspiration. It's hard to find a good bass teacher. Well, I'm right here. So if you're in Phoenix, cool. If not, welcome to the internet. What's your name again? I'm going to butcher your name. Is it just Mo? M-O-M-O-H? My bass teacher's a guitarist, teaches you theory. Fuck yeah. Mo Jaswal? Yes, sir. Mo Jaswal? Did I get that right? I don't know. Maybe I did. Well, Mo, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. Yes, sir. Sick. No, Mo. All right, Mo works. Yeah, so I'm going to get going, Mo. Let me know how it goes. I always say I'm going to go live more often. It's way easier on the weekend, to be honest with you. But definitely subscribe, and there's a bell thing that you could hit so you get notified when all this shit happens, so you could not miss it. But these I keep on forever, too. So you can go and just the live video stream and always catch up on any of it. And, yeah, that's all I got. Like, subscribe if you haven't. I know there's 5 people here, so thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a